Greetings! Oh, did I surprise you? I am the Game Master. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Let's begin, shall we? My job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards. So I'd be very pleased if you would play with the sound on. That being said, my voice is also subtitled, just like this, for your reading enjoyment. It looks like you're all set. Well then, let's begin. Welcome to the world of Voice of Cards. You're about to embark on a journey as the hero of this tale. This realm is home to humans and monsters. It is there you and your allies' adventure will unfold. That's the spirit. Now then, it's time to depart. Safe travels, my friend. A girl faces off against a monster within a dim cave. The girl adjusts her stance, readies her weapon, and lunges at her opponent. The monster defeated, the girl lets out a sigh of relief. She surveys the area, but sees neither hide nor hair of other beasts. This girl is the hero of our story, and your window into the world. Despite your youth, you are a fierce warrior who defends your village from monsters. I have to get home. Your mission accomplished, you quickly leave the area. In this world, there are creatures known as monsters. Humans have long been in conflict with these beasts. This ballista was installed to safeguard the village. Its massive arrows have split many a monstrous skull. This trap was rigged up to protect the village. Boulders drop from above and crush the monsters below. This concealed pit trap was dug in order to protect the village. A growing pile of monster corpses lies at its bottom. Your village lies deep beneath the earth. Everyone has taken to living underground to safeguard themselves from the monsters. Although the village itself is well protected, the people within it are slowly but steadily spiraling toward ruin. The village is the same as always. It appears the battle above has not affected life here at all. An elderly man approaches you. Well done hunting down those beasts. Are you unharmed? He asks. You nod. He gives a sigh of relief, then begins asking question after question about the monster's strength and numbers. He appears to be worried about the gates and mechanisms on each level and whether they'll be enough to defend the village. Don't worry, I'll protect the village, you reassure him in a cheery voice, then continue on your way home. As you enter your house, your mother envelops you in a warm hug. Your mother seems worried as you haven't been home in days. You've been away for so long. Let the others know you've returned, she says, handing you a basket full of eggs. They're eggs from your chickens. It's your job to distribute these throughout the village. Okay, I'll be right back, you exclaim with a cheerful smile. You hand the elderly man some eggs, and he gives you a large fish in return. The elderly man forces a smile, and you give him a smile of your own. Everything will be all right, you reassure him before heading on your way. When the girl notices you, she immediately presents you with an armful of potatoes. "That's incredible," you exclaim, giving her a good-natured pat on the head. You then trade her some eggs for the giant potato. After you give the old woman a few eggs, she hands you some homemade seasonings. "I will. You take care of yourself too, you hear?" you reply in a lively voice. Just as you're about to hand the young man some eggs, you see his ears turn red, and he lifts a jar of water up. "Don't worry, I can handle it," you assure him. Then take the jar and hand him some eggs. After making sure everyone receives their eggs, you quickly head home, spoils in hand. You return home to see tasty dishes upon the table. While simple, it is more extravagant than usual. "Happy birthday, dear," your mother says, stroking your cheek gently. That's right. Today is the day you turn 14. Your mother gifted you a handmade plush animal for the occasion. Oh, what an adorable plushie! "I'm sorry I can't give you more," your mother laments, but you have nothing but gratitude for her. Just then, your stomach starts to rumble. Your mother smiles and asks, "Shall we eat?" That night at bedtime, you lay upon your bed with your plush animal in your arms. "Yep, that's it," you say to yourself decisively. "Your name is Ram." Your new plush animal officially has a name. "It's nice to meet you, Ram. My name is..." You introduce yourself to the plush animal, as any well-mannered person would. "That's a wonderful name." You decide to show your new friend your most prized possession. You grab the book that's always beside your pillow and flip through until you reach a certain page. "Aren't the stars just beautiful? This is what the outside world looks like. I want to see it with my own eyes someday," you confess. Not long after, you feel yourself getting sleepy. A yawn escapes your mouth. But just then, a scream echoes through the village. Monsters. You dash out of your house. Not a moment later, the old woman rushes over. "The upper gates have been breached," she cries. Your mother rushes over with a concerned look on her face and places something in your hand. There are large gaps in the roof and walls, but it hardly matters in a village with no rain. Before the fourth level gate, the villagers face off against the incoming beasts. An elderly man turns to you and exclaims, "We must close the gate. Please stop the monsters." You nod and turn both pointed gaze and pointed weapon at the creatures. There are many traps nearby that will help you defeat the monsters. Use them to protect the gate. Get 'em! You defended the gate splendidly. Once the battle is over, the villagers tell you that the upper levels are in danger, so you make your way up. The young man is fighting back monsters, but is losing ground. It won't be long before they reach the gate. I'll fight them off. You close the gate, you shout. The young man grimaces. I'm so sorry, he says, closing the gate behind him. You manage to defend the gate, but see the old man from the village approach. Blood oozes out of a gaping wound on his back. You rush to his side and check his pulse, but he doesn't have one. But the village, you gasp out, your heart trembling in anger and unease. The old man has already breathed his last. You need to get back to the village, quick. Pebbles patter down on you from above. When you look up, you see a giant hole in the ceiling. You wonder if that's how the monsters got in. Oh no, your mother. Is she safe? The young man has already breathed his last. No longer will that cheerful voice ever call out to you. The girl has already breathed her last. No longer will you feel her little hand hold yours. The old woman has already breathed her last. No longer will those warm eyes ever look upon you. You rush into your house, panting for breath, and find your mother on the ground in a pool of blood. "Mother!" you shriek. She opens her eyes, but only just. You sob and scream as you cling tight to her, but she never wakes to console you. Ram lies among the rubble, tattered and frayed. It is beyond repair. Your screams are the only sounds in the village that once hummed with life. Just then, a monster with a wounded eye appears. I found a survivor. As the monster shouts those resentful words, it lunges at you. You can't bring yourself to put up a fight. Everyone you ever cared about is gone forever. The monster roars with laughter. "Is this all you sub-Terran worms can do?" it taunts. The monster brandishes its weapon, readying to strike the final blow. Having lost all those precious to you, you close your eyes and resign yourself to your fate. When you open your eyes, you see the gravely wounded beast on the ground. You also see a boy, who you assume is the one who struck down the monster. In a faint voice, you ask him who he is. "I'm here to save you," he answers as he helps you to your feet. "Come on. This place is about to collapse," he says, then pulls you along. Maybe it's the shock, but you think you hear Ram, crushed under the debris, whisper, "Go." Your home, your village, your family. Memories of your life underground flood your mind. You remember the old man who was such a worrywart, but only because he loved the village more than anyone else. You remember the little girl who always asked you to play with her. You remember the regrettably unreliable but undeniably kind-hearted young man. You remember the wise old woman who taught you all manner of things. Your heart aches for your mother, who loved you more than anyone. We're almost at the surface, the mysterious boy says. You don't know if you can trust him, but you have nowhere else to go. Though your legs are unstable, you keep moving forward, unsure what awaits.